Hey beautiful people, welcome back to another short, kind of funky flow. We are sitting in the gardens of Colenso Cafe in the Coromandel in New Zealand, where I spent a lot of my time growing up. I feel so delighted to be able to share these gardens with you because it makes me so blimmin' happy to be here. Today we are going to be focusing a lot on our hands and our feet. Now, I believe we don't give enough time and attention to these parts of our bodies. They do so much for us. I believe they're one of our guiding parts of our body. If we close down our eyes and we feel lost, what do? We reach out with our hands or we walk with our feet. So we're going to be playing around, having a bit of fun with adjusting different poses to make things more dynamic. Anyway, we're just going to get into it. We're going to start on our hip bones, taking the knees wide, bring the feet together into a Baddha Konasana. We're actually going to start with our hands behind us. Can you lift up onto your fingertips? Take a big breath and lift tall through the spine. As you exhale, can you pull the knees down towards the ground and then start to walk yourself over, drawing the chest in the direction of the feet. I'm going to pretend to act natural because there is a centipede that has been crawling on my mat. Thankfully, I'm pretty okay with bugs, but still got to breathe. At any point, if you want to bring your hands around your feet, you're more than welcome to. Let's take one more big breath in through the nose here, fill up. As you exhale, press through the fingertips just a little bit more. You'll see why we may be doing this asana to begin with a little bit later on. When you're ready, walk yourself up. We're going to swing our legs around, tuck onto our toes, and send ourselves back onto our heels. Now you might untuck any unwilling toes and bring them underneath. At any point you want to release this, you can. Draw the shoulder blades back and then bring your hands together. Start to take a few ripples through the hands, just like a wave. See how deep of range you can get with your fingers here. So peeling as far away and as far as deeply as you can to open through the fingers, open through the forearms and the wrists. Let's take one more breath here, switching directions if you haven't already. And then when you're ready, just bring the hands towards the ground, or you can do this without the hands. We're going to rock ourselves back, bring the heels towards the ground and lift up through the hips to find our Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a little sway from side to side, maybe bending one knee and then bending the other knee. And then we're going to find a little bit of stillness. See if you can peel the inner arches of both feet off the mat. And then come back through center. Let's try the other way. So outside edge of the feet come up. Then they come down. Can you lift both of the balls of the feet off the ground so that the heels are down? And then touch down other way. So lifting the heels coming onto your toes. And then come down. Let's try that one more time in each side. So lifting the inner arches, maybe feeling something down the side of the ankle. Coming back down, other side, so outer arches. Come down, lift the toes off the ground, lift the balls of the feet. Come down, last time, big breath in as we lift the heels, come onto your toes. As you exhale, come down. Encourage the chin towards the chest. Then start to bring the hands towards the shins. Big breath in, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold yourself forward. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. Clasp the hands together except for the index fingers. As you exhale, can you lean towards the left, reaching through the pinky fingers? We're going to stay here for one more big breath. So lifting and extending through the fingers. As you exhale, maybe you curve a little bit deeper, squeezing the glutes slightly. Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, other side. So reaching your hands up and over, drawing the shoulders down the spine. Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, open the arms wide. Can you turn your palms up towards the sky? And then as you exhale, round and turn the thumbs the other way. A few more times. So inhaling to open, draw the shoulder blades back, maybe baby back bend. Exhale, curl in. Inhale to open. Exhale to curl. Stay in this curled position as you bring the hands forward. Clasp the hands together. Draw the knuckles forward. Reach the heart behind you. Big breath in. As you exhale, flip the palms. Lead with your pinky. Reach up and over. Can you draw the ribs down towards the hips? One more breath here. Then start to clasp the hands behind the back. Can you pull the knuckles down, open through the chest, and notice when you try pull the palms together, that revolves the shoulders back even more. Take one more big breath and lift tall through the spine, squeeze the glutes. As you exhale, tap from the hips, bend the knees, reach the knuckles over towards the front of your mat. Take a little shift from side to side if that feels good here. Let's try one more breath. Keep the hands with the clasp if you keep the hands with the clasp if you can. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze the belly tight, and then as you exhale, fold forward again. Inhale to rise. Keep the palms together. Exhale to dive. Inhale, sweep both hands up. As you exhale, bend the knees, tip yourself forward again. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, can you exhale and then lift the heels off the ground? We're going to start to slowly descend our hips down towards our heels. Can you lift your hands off the ground so we come into a toe stand? This is called our Prapadasana. Shoulders back. Take another big breath and try lift a little bit taller through the spine. As you exhale, hands might come down or not. Fold yourself forward, Uttanasana. 2 more times. Inhale, start to lift the heels as high as you can, drop the hips down. And then as you exhale, draw the heels back down, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, lifting through the chest. This time, as you exhale, place the hands down, step back into your plank position. So you're either on your knees or your toes here. Can you spread your fingertips wide? Press the knuckles, press the fingertips into the ground. And when you do this, you'll notice that you have a wider base of support. Okay, and then when intensity comes, probably not in this practice, but in other practices, you will feel a little bit stronger. Press the heels away. And then start to take a big breath in as you shift the weight forward and take a couple of circles on each wrist. So circling out in one direction. We've already been here for quite a bit of time, so if you need to, come down to your knees and then swap direction. If you want to go for that challenge, stay up on your toes. Keep drawing your belly button in. Use your next breath in, shift the weight forward slightly. As you exhale, bend the elbows, come all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes. Take a big breath in, lift the feet off the ground. Can you zip your feet and your ankles together? And then start to revolve your hands around as well. Notice when you turn the thumbs up and you reach the palms out, that also opens through the collarbones and the shoulders as well. And our upper body is engaged. Take one more breath in. Can you lift a little bit higher? And then as you exhale, hands come down by the ribs. Press up onto your knees, tuck onto your toes, send the hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Perhaps you take a little pedal out of your feet here, so drawing one heel down and then drawing the other heel down. Maybe feeling the stretch through the calf muscles, keeping those fingers wide on the mat. Drawing the chest through towards the thighs. And then when you're ready, find a little bit of stillness. Draw the belly button into the spine. Draw the shoulder blades up the spine as well. Let's use your next breath in. Start to sweep the right toes high. 3-legged dog. And then can you play with flexing your foot here? Flex and then point. Flex and then point. On your next flex, can you draw the heel towards the glutes? Take a big breath in and lift the eye gaze towards your hands. As you exhale, roll yourself forward, draw the right knee towards the nose, round through the upper back. Use your next breath in to kick the right heel towards the head, lift the eye gaze, 3-legged bent knee dog. As you exhale, roll forward. Last time, press away. So big arch through the spine, and as you exhale, curl in the other direction, then step the right foot in between your hands. Pivot towards the left heel comes down, open Virabhadrasana 2. Open the arms wide, so you imagine like you have got lightning bolts coming out of your hands. You're trying to zap in both directions. That was a very interesting cue. Bend into the right knee. If you haven't already, just look down at your back foot. Try to draw the left toes so they're parallel with the back of the mat. Use your next breath in. Bring both hands high. Clasp the hands together, but keep the index fingers up as well. Use your next exhale. See if you can bend towards the back of your mat, reversing your warrior. Keep the bend in the right knee. Draw the rib cage in, but keep opening through the chest. Take another big breath in. As you exhale, other direction. So Utthita Padasana, extended side angle. Can you draw that left shoulder back? Keep pressing out of those fingertips. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, coming back through center, turn the toes in. Big breath in, lift up tall. As you exhale, drop yourself forward into your Prasarita Prapadasana. Little shift from side to side. If you wanted to try with a couple of variations, maybe you peel the insides of the arches again, so you're kind of on the outside of the arch. As you shift your weight over to one side, you might feel this down the side of the shin, down the side of the ankle. There's something a little bit different. You could play with lifting one ball of the foot off, one heel off. Make this your playtime. Let's take one more breath here. And then use your next breath in to walk towards the top of the mat again. Frame out the front foot. As you exhale, step back towards your plank position. Lower chaturanga. Bend your elbows halfway. Inhaling baby cobra or upward facing dog. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Something that I notice quite a bit is that the ankles roll out. Can we pull the ankles together? And that's just going to rotate the femurs as well as the shin bones so that they're long. Makes it a little bit more challenging. But take one more breath and press away from the ground with the hands. As you exhale, come up and back over your toes into your Ardha Mukha Svanasana. We're going to try that one more time on the other side. Then we're going to change it up a little bit. Big breath in, sweep the left toes high, and then play with flexing and then pointing that left foot. Encourage that left hip to come down as well as the left shoulder. The next time that you flex your left foot, can you breathe in and draw the foot towards the glute? Look forward. As you exhale, round through the upper back, draw the left knee towards the nose, shift the weight forward. 2 more times. Inhale, flex the foot. Draw the eye gaze forward, three-legged dog. Exhale, round. Press away from the ground. Last time, inhale. As you exhale, roll yourself forward, left knee to nose. Set the left foot in between the hands. Right heel comes down. Open Virabhadrasana 2. Encouraging that right hip to come back. Right shoulder to come back. Another option here, I didn't mention this on the other side, but if you wanted to lift the left heel off the ground, you are more than welcome to. Big breath in. See if you can lift both hands high. Clasp the hands except for the index fingers. Use your next exhale. Side bend towards the back. So big engagement through the core to keep the chest open. Big breath in. Come back through center. As you exhale, other side. Utthita Padasana. The side's going to be a little bit more challenging. Keep pressing through the outer edge of that back foot. Engage through the right quadricep here. One more breath. Use your next breath in, come back through center, turn the toes in, heels out. Wrap the hands behind the back, clasp the hands together. Draw the shoulders back. When you're ready, dive yourself forward. Prasarita Prapadasana, second time. Remember, if you haven't already, can you try pull your palms together? And you'll notice that opening through the shoulders. And can you pull your hands a little bit further forward to tip yourself a little bit deeper? Let's try one more breath here. Release the hands towards the ground. Inhale to walk the hands back to frame out the left foot. As you exhale, step the left foot back. Spread the fingertips wide, chaturanga. Option to come halfway into your Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Squeeze in the glutes, shoulders roll back. As you exhale, press the knees down and sit back onto your heels. So coming into our Vajrasana. We've got final bursts of heat. 2 different variations you can do this. You can tuck onto the toes, send the knees towards the chest as you press up into a pike position, and then tap the knees down. Okay, that's level 1. If you wanted something a little bit different, you could untuck the toes so that you're using the tops of the feet to lift you up. Okay, just for something a little bit different. You choose where you want to go. We will try this 10 times. Spread the hands wide. Use your next breath in to lift the knees towards the chest, draw the chin in. As you exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 4, draw the shoulder blades wide. Exhale. Inhale 5. Exhale. 6. You can always change it up. 7. 8. Can you lift your hips a little higher? 9. Last one. Big breath in. Whew. And then come down. Shake out your hands. Little bursts of heat. Okay, we've got one more fun practice playtime. We actually haven't tried this asana before in any of our videos, so we're going to have heaps of fun here. It is called our Prasarita, Prasarita Prapadasana. So it's like that toe stand, but this time our knees are wide. Okay, so if this isn't for you today, you could stick with the narrow toe stand option, or if you wanted to, take the knees wide. You're trying to bring the heels together, toes as far to the side as you can. So you can see why we started in our Baddha Konasana. You can have the heads towards the ground. You could have the hands on the sides, finding your balance, trying to stack your spine really long. If you wanted an extra challenge, see if you can breathe in and lift your hands above your head, clasping the hands except for your index finger. So we're finding that pointer. Next breath in, lift up tall. As you exhale, lean over towards the left, reaching out of the fingers. One more breath here. Draw that right shoulder away. Inhale back through center. As you exhale, other side. Lots of playtime. Inhale, come back through center. And when you're ready, coming down. Wow, that was super fun. Whew, you might need to give your toes a little bit of rest then. Maybe shaking out the hands again. We're going to slow things way down. Bring the hips down towards the ground. Extend the feet out long. Big breath in. Try lift up tall. As you exhale, just walking yourself forward into your Paschimottanasana, your forward fold. Encouraging the chin towards the chest. Notice if you can pull your toes back here. So that's just going to bring a little extra heat and engagement through the calf muscles. Let's try about 3 more big breaths here. Filling up the back of the lumps, feeling the ribs expand towards the sky and then towards the side of your mat. And then deflating just like a balloon, sinking yourself a little bit further down. And then when you're ready, just walking yourself back. We're actually going to finish in a Sukhasana today. So just crossing your feet over. And if there's one way that you usually cross your feet, can you cross your feet over in the other direction? Just to make this, keep yourself guessing. Hands can be in your lap, or if you wanted to, just finding a bind by clasping your hands maybe around the toes, around the feet, anywhere that feels comfortable to make a continuous circle of energy. Can you close down the eyes here? Let the shoulders soften away from the ears. Keep finding that length tall through the spine, so you're feeling your energy lift on your in-breath. And then as you exhale, can you keep that length but soften into the hips? Feeling that grounded energy below you as well. Let's take a minute or two just to settle into this position. Feeling that energy move all throughout the body. Moving through the hands to the feet and then the feet to the hands. No energy is lost, only energy shifted. We'll just take a final couple of breaths here. And really just connecting the energy with the hands and the feet. Acknowledging them as guiders of not only our physical body, but also our mental, emotional bodies. A phrase that I really love to hear and listen to and remind myself of is letting my hands be the expression of my heart. So anything that I touch, anything that I am able to move with my hands, being led by the deeper sense of self. And perhaps this resonates with you as well. Maybe it doesn't. Let's bring the hands to heart center, just bowing our heads in gratitude for playing, trying new things, breathing, moving, shifting energy, creating energy, exploring energy. And I thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Namaste.